はい、おはようございます。なほです。
And I'm Matt. Hello.
このカモンレディオでは私たちが運営している英語のオンラインプログラムカモンオンラインについて、英語で語っていくポッドキャストです。今日もですね、前回に引き続きグローバルイングリッシュキャンプ GEC の、アラムナイとして、これまでに日本に来てくれた、コーチをお呼びしてお話ししていきたいと思います。早速ですね、今日のゲストをお呼びしたいと思うんですが、今日のゲストは、レオンです。
Yeah, Naho, I'm very excited to have Leon on. Done the program 2 years. I've known her for, I guess, four years now. And I'm very excited to
Since
talk.
2017.
Yeah. And she was a leader in 2018 for the program, big part of our first big leader group. And we will also have one of her students on too. So this is very exciting today. So happy to introduce Leon first.
Hi guys.
Hey, good to see you.
This is Leon. You know me, I graduated from Northwestern in 2017 and recently got my master's in this past year in 2020. I got my dissertation mark in international conflict and security with a secondary in political strategy and communication. Right now, my hobbies are playing violin, doing artistic stuff, 3D modeling, and I work for the city council right now. And so, yes, we'll be talking to one of my students that I met in Osaka in 2017, Miho.
Yeah, and I think we're going to bring her on too. And Leon, it's always so great. You do so many different things. That's what I always admire. Just across. You even sent me you paintings. That was so cool. Like, you're involved in so many different things. I always admire that. Just want to say that.
Okay, let's welcome Miho-san.
Hello.
Hi,
Miho.
Hi, Miho-san.
Hi, I'm Miho Uchida, and I'm from Kobe. I'm a third grade at Kobe City University of Foreign Studies, and my major is international relations. So also I take a class of teaching course at my university.
Oh.
Yes.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, and my hobby is listening to music and watching movies. And especially I like watching romance and action movies. So if you have a recommendation, please let me know. But nice to meet you.
Thank you,
Nice
Miho.
to meet you.
Well, wait. Why don't I ask you first? What's your recent movie recommendation for us?
Recently, okay. I watched That Notebook.
Oh yeah.
You know, the romance movie. That's so nice.
That's not an action movie. That's a romance.
Yeah, romance, yes.
It's a great one. And it's so cool. Both you and Leon study international. I mean, that's really great, both of you. And so first, Naho, I think we wanted to ask Miho and Leon, do you have any really quick global English camp memory to share? From years ago. 4 years ago.
Which years you were in a program? 2017?
Yeah.
I think it was 2017, yeah.
2017 in Osaka, I joined.
Do you remember anything from?
Yeah, I remember, but in 2017, I'm third grade of high school, so I'm not gonna speak in English. but I can enjoy because Leon talked to me a lot and communicating a lot. So yeah, it's good memory for me.
Yeah, I remember their group was like really, really quiet and shy, and then by like the third or fourth day, they were opening up to me a lot. So it was really nice to have that evolution in just a few days.
And I think that was the first year we did it in Osaka.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's exciting. Yeah. Well, that's great. We always love hearing memories and that's so cool, Miho. You're doing teaching course right now. Maybe inspired from your experience a little bit too.
Yeah, I think.
Anyways, now I think Naho has our first questions about remote learning, since all of us have been, dealing with the pandemic. Of course, Leon, you had a tough time when it hit right at the end, and Miho, of course, while you're at school too. So Naho, I'll let you ask the first questions.
Yeah. So yeah, we have been talking to all of our guests about their remote learning experience at the school and at work. It seems like you all use Zoom. We did some questionnaire with you guys before we have this podcast. And Leon, you are finishing your dissertation at Kent in Belgium when the pandemic hit. And now you are working at the Chicago City Council. Is it the remote, or how is it going? Yeah,
all of the meetings are remote over Zoom. And I'm not sure when we're going to go back to normal, when we have to go there in person, but everything has been over Zoom.
Yeah, I don't know about you, Leon, but working all day on Zoom is kind of exhausting.
Taxing. Yeah. Definitely Zoom fatigue is a thing.
Yeah. And
how was the class in university in Kent? Was also remote?
No, so since I was just finishing the degree, I had already finished all of my classes and stuff, so I was only doing my dissertation. So I feel bad for the people who are coming right after me to start their programs. But I managed to avoid doing class in that because it hit like right when I was finishing.
Yeah.
Right.
Lucky, like you said, but also very unlucky because you entered the working world during the pandemic.
It's extremely hard to find a job right now. Yeah.
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 Well, speaking of classes online, I think Naho, you were about to ask Miho.
Yeah, Miho-san, you're studying international relations at Kobe University of Foreign Studies, and you mentioned you using Google Classroom in your study. What do you like about that, like Google Classroom or other online tool?
I think the online tool is very effective ways for me because I don't have to commute to school, so I have time in the morning and I can study other things. So I think very effective way. Also, I can communicate with my friends while looking at them. So without meeting in person. So I'm very good. I think effective way.
So you like it? Do you miss going to class though, or are you going to class now yet, or no?
Yes.
No.
But I miss the teachers and my friends, but I think I don't want to commute because busy time. So I don't like the train. So
How long is your commute? Can I ask?
1 hour. So
So you can save your time.
Yeah, I can save your time.
Wow. Well, that's great. Yeah, we like I was just saying with Leon, like it's taxing, it's tiring to do Zoom, but you can do it from home. We're all at our homes talking right now, which is nice and a positive. So I'm glad, Miho-san, that you enjoy it too, and or it's okay. It helps you in some way.
Yeah, and also our program, we are using Google Classroom to organize the class. So glad you're here, you're using it.
Yes, that's when we hear students like to use it, that means it's good that we can use it. Because I still think it's a little complicated. So
Yeah, but it's good that they can also post their project or their work and teacher can check. It's very convenient tool.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for sharing and good luck. Hopefully, of course, things get better, but sounds like you're both adapting to the remote lifestyle.
I can't wait to get back to normal.
Yeah, can't we all? Yeah, normal.
All right, should we move on to the next question? So, regarding to SDGs, as you all know, the SDGs are very important to the Global English Camp and also now our program Come Online. And we asked you before what's your SDGs topic, and Leon chose sustainable cities and communities. Is it related to your work and city council?
Yeah, some of the things that I cover are related to environmental agencies and stuff like that. But it became like more important to me when I was starting to see things like poor infrastructure and like kind of troubling trends, like we're investing too much in oil pipelines and not meaningfully converting to clean energy fast enough. So like even things like getting residential buildings up to code kind of doesn't help for in terms of like energy savings and energy waste. So yeah, like there's a lot of aspects in the city, state, and national levels that need to be mitigated in terms of like sustainability. But I think there's also a good amount of reason for hope. Like there's this Kenyan woman that I was reading about. I think her name is Nzambi Mate, and she's basically like a materials engineer who takes recycled plastics and then she turns them into bricks, like super strong bricks. I think 5 times stronger than concrete. I don't think I could be wrong, but I don't think she's working with any like states on production or manufacturing on this side, which is kind of crazy to me because that's a huge, incredible potential for cleaning up a lot of plastic waste and then also creating housing for people. So you could like knock 2 birds with 1 stone on that front, but everyone's playing. But yeah, I think like projects like hers are really innovative and inspiring. And so even though things are not generally going by as fast as we need them to in terms of converting to clean energy on an international level, and people like her are doing the good work.
That is, I haven't heard about that. Is so cool. I mean, that sounds like it could change so much. We have so much plastic and we can convert it to bricks and they're stronger. That is amazing. That gives me hope because when I read your submission on the Google form and I thought, yeah, Leon, you're so in it. You're literally working in the city council, learning about infrastructure, and you said, it's only adding to our inevitable effects of climate change and doom. Yeah. So that is really nice to hear hope because I'm always pessimistic about it too, and you're actually working in it. So it's very comforting to hear from you.
Yeah.
And a great project I'm going to have to research.
Yeah, I would like love to work with her. It's times like these where I wish I was wealthy so I could invest in people like her to build these things.
Sounds like we should just all pool together and invest.
Yeah, we should have done what GameStop did. Those GameStop people. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, it should have been for something a little bit more, contributing to our society. Yeah. Well,
yeah, thank you, Leon. And Miho-san, you chose quality education because you worked on educational support project in Cambodia last year. That sounds very interesting. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Okay. I joined the educational seminar at my university. So the project of educational support project in Cambodia is my teacher's project. So we are students join them. And in Cambodia, lack of teachers and the quality of education are a very serious problem. So my university student and student in Cambodia cooperate and consider the effective way of teaching classes to children. And Japanese students collect money to buy textbooks or other facilities and send money to the Cambodia. And but because of coronavirus, we can't work on hard, so and communicate with remote over Zoom. So it is difficult for us to work on the project, but work hard on it.
Yeah, that's tough. Nothing you can do with the pandemic, but that's such a great project. And so you're working with a group of students at your university that's involved in this project. Oh, wow. That is really awesome that you're reaching out and collecting money and helping. And are you hoping to go to Cambodia to work there? Is that part of it?
Yeah, I want to go, and I want to see the children in Cambodia, but this is so difficult now.
Yeah,
That's so cool. Leon, your student was amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. She was one of my favorites.
Yeah, thank you.
That is really, really cool and such an important project. So thank you. I hope you get to go and see the impacts you have on the students there when it's safe.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I would also agree with you, Miho, and choose quality education as well. So I was happy to hear that. But on a more fun topic, speaking of wanting to go to Cambodia, Miho and Leon, do you have any place you really want to go when you can, when it's safe to travel? Since you're both such globally minded people, I wanted to see where you're looking forward to visiting when it's safe.
I want to go Paris in Australia. Because last year I went to go Paris and teach Japanese to junior high school and high school students, but because of coronavirus, I'm forced to go back to Japan. So I'm very sad. So I want to go there if it becomes safe.
I'm sorry, Miho. You've been affected 2 times big by the pandemic.
Yeah.
I hope you get to go teach students. That's great.
Paris is so beautiful place. I was there 2 months or something to study English when it's almost 10 years ago. So.
Oh, wow.
And Leon was pretty close.
I actually hate Paris, but
Wait, why?
I thought that people were just, I don't know, it was like way too expensive for what you were getting. Like I'm a big foodie, and so, I like to affordable cost for like what we were getting. So they literally gave us whipped cream on a plate and then charged like 15 euros for something. I don't know. It was like I just had a bad experience with like too much getting overcharged for food. And then people pretend to not understand you when they know you're American and trying to speak French.
I did hear that about Americans. I did hear that.
But I mean, other parts of France are better, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah. To find, because less tourists and you can find more, those restaurants that are not as expensive.
Yeah.
But what about you then, Leon? Where are you hoping to go? Are you hoping to go back to Belgium or somewhere else, or?
No, I really want to go to South Africa because I have some family who's moving there.
Oh, where are they moving to? The capital or?
Johannesburg.
Ah, that's exciting.
So, I haven't been to any other country in Africa besides Uganda, so I would really like to go.
Yeah, that sounds, I would love to go there as well. I hope you get to go. Your family's moving soon, like now and during this?
Yeah, like, yeah, in the immediate future.
Yeah, safe travels to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope we all get to travel soon. And maybe a reunion in Japan, as I always say.
I've been learning Japanese actually, like for the past few months. So
Really?
I know how better.
Can you try some Japanese?
私は3月日本語を勉強しました。You put me on the spot.
Miho-san, how did she do?
Very good. So good. Excellent. Perfect.
Keep up.
Okay, go. You put me on the spot.
Yeah, hope we all can meet in Japan again.
Yeah. Me as well.
Yeah, that would be great. And Miho can hold a Japanese class for both of us, Leon.
Will you actually take it, Matt?
Yeah, I will. If you do it, I'll do it. I'll learn more than just ordering at Izakaya.
I've like learned like 60 kanjis at this point so far. So like,
wow,
there's more to go, but
yeah, but you're a bit of a master of languages, if I remember correctly. So I bet you're
not really. I've like dabbled in a lot of them, but I'm not master only of English really.
Still, the fact that you dabble in a bunch is, impressive. So anyways, but yeah, we'll have to take Miho's class in Paris, and then we'll find some cheaper food outside the city.
Miho-san, what is your future goal? You want to be language teacher?
Yeah, I want to be a language teacher, but now I want to go to have a job for the company, like programming and like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Like international programs or?
Yeah, international program.
That sounds familiar.
Ooh.
Like what we do. That's really cool.
I'm so proud of you. And like her English is so much better than I remember it. You've been getting better and better.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. Really good. All right. Well, we're coming up on the end of our session. I think this is our officially longest session. So congratulations, everyone.
Only 20 minutes. They're only going to get longer from here.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you both so much for coming on and taking time out of your weekends. And I hope we can do some alumni meetups soon. And Miho-san, I hope you can go to Cambodia and France soon. And Leon, maybe I'll see you sometime in the US here as well.
Yeah, let's set something up.
I would have seen you last fall if if things were normal, but traveling out there. But next time.
Next time.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
thank you, Leon and
Thanks for having
Miho-san.
us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
はい、私たちのプログラムについての情報はリンクなどが貼ってありますので、ぜひ詳細はリンクからご覧ください。先週から無料の体験授業付き説明会も始まっておりますので、プログラムに興味のある方は PTX から、説明会の参加チケットをお申し込みください。はい。
And Leon, you understood all that, right?
Not all of it. She's talking about
Of course.
like last week.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Talk to
you.
you soon.
Bye.
Bye.